passing game as a whole, particularly that first quarter?
It wasn't good enough. I think just in general, they came out with more energy than we did. Their defense and our offense. So we didn't execute. I missed some throws down the field. And obviously, we didn't play good enough in the first half.
Andy mentioned the lack of emotion early as well. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like we had energy at practice yesterday and all throughout the week, but when you don't come out and play with the right mindset, you get beat. The Chargers came out with the right mindset. We didn't, and they beat us.
Hi, Pat. I know it's not the result that you guys wanted, but I mean, throughout the years, the Chiefs have shown what mental toughness look like. So, I mean, you guys lost the Super Bowl in 2020. After that, you came to the AFC Championship. And after losing the AFC Championship, you guys went to 3 state Super Bowls, being back-to-back champions. And also, I mean, it's not like the week 1 win that against the division rival that you guys wanted. But how do you think that you guys can come back to have a great season and be in the Super Bowl again?
Yeah, I think it's a learning moment for especially the young guys on the team. It's like we're gonna get everybody's best, and we have to play up to that standard if we want to win football games. And I felt like they played to that standard today. Everybody, offense, defense, special teams. But credit to the Chargers. They had a great plan, came in and played great football and beat us. And now we have to learn from that, knowing that next week's going to be just as tough.
Steve.
Hey, Patrick, you guys played this team, Chargers team, a number of times. What did you do differently today to help you guys stop getting in rhythm?
I think they had a good game plan, man. You play a team a lot, they kind of know what you're good at. And, they did a good job of kind of taking away some of our quick throws and some of our throws down the field. And I thought we adjusted well in the second half, obviously. But if I could hit some of those throws early, it kind of loosens up the defense. So I just got to be better early in the football game, just like everybody else.
Nate?
Patrick, just how much did Xavier's injury, I know it was 3 plays into the game, just how much did that change the rhythm, change the energy, change the sort of ops game plan that you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the other guys had to step up without Tyquan, and Hollywood and Juju did a great job of kind of filling some of those roles. But that's someone that's a huge part of our game plan. Someone that we're counting on to go out there and make plays against some of the man covers that they played. And but guys did a good job kind of stepping up in those roles. But you can tell it took us a little bit to get going.
Hi, I know it's not the result that you guys wanted, but how did it feel to play in Brazil for the first time ever? You played international games before, but how did you feel the crowd, and what did you feel playing here besides the result?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. The crowd and the atmosphere. It was really cool. It was something I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I mean, even like the anthem, the Brazil's national anthem, and hearing everybody sing and how passionate they were about American football. So that part was really cool. Well, I won't remember the result, but I'll remember being here for sure.
Thank you.
Second one, but
Hey Pat, how's it going here? You had like the same numbers of this Super Bowl against Philly. How much you miss guys like Xavier Worthy, like Rashee Rice, to expand the field and to throw some deep balls? You had some deep balls that you miss today that you usually don't miss. How much you miss these guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important. Those are 2 of our best receivers, and we're 2 great receivers in this league, and obviously threats down the field. And so I thought guys did a great job stepping up and making some of those plays. But you have to give the timing to those guys, and so it takes everybody. You got to protect, you got to be on the same page with the receiver, and you got to make the throw. And so if I can make some of those throws early in the game, I think there'll be a different result. So,
go ahead.
Patrick, when did you feel like you had a sense that the intensity wasn't quite what you would hope it would be early in the game? And is it the sort of thing you feel the need to address with the team yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can feel it pretty early on. I don't know exactly when that point is, but they definitely came out with more energy than we did. And so in this league, everybody's too good for you to not match the energy of your opponent. And so I think we learned a valuable lesson today. We got to be better from the get-go, from the start. We're not going to be able to just come back and win every single game. Teams are too good in this league, and so this would be a big lesson for us, a division opponent, someone that's going to be there at the end of the year. But we're going to learn fast. We're playing the reigning Super Bowl champions next week.
So Xavier Worthy hurt his shoulder right early in the game. And then Tranquil, Bolden, and Gillotti, but they all finished. they should be okay as we go forward. I'd like to thank the people of Brazil here for in Sao Paulo for the hospitality. We didn't give all those fans that showed up the best show. We can learn from this as we move forward, which we'll do. I've got to make sure I get my team in a better state there, coming out with playing with more emotion. And we were a little flat that first half, and that cost us. There were some good things in there, but again, we've got to make sure we take care of business with that, and that's my responsibility. So I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, go ahead and fire away.
Sam, any indication for Xavier Worthy about the seriousness of that?
I will know tomorrow once we get back and do an MRI.
What did you evaluate the passing game overall?
Yeah, listen, I thought it was kind of a two halves passing game. I thought the first half we were off a bit, and then the second half it picked up a little bit. We had a few more explosive there. We got a little rhythm, better rhythm than what we had. So I've got to make sure that we start faster.
Nate,
And to that point, you said the guys didn't have necessarily the emotion. Is there something that you noticed pretty early on, or do you think the Xavier injury had a role in that?
Listen, I expect more than that. I've got to make sure we come out with better emotion. It's a nice big stage for us against a good football team, and they made a couple plays early, got things going, and we weren't able to do that. And I thought they did a better job in that area. So.
Five, you're good. Yeah.
Andy, just related to the same question, what signs did you see when you say that about feeling like they were flat? Anything in particular that told you that?
Yeah, listen, I'm on the sideline, so I expect there to be emotional support there. I also expect players to fly around and do the things that I've seen us do. So it's my responsibility to get them in that frame of mind. Do that, whether you have an injury, a turnover, whatever it is. You fight through that and you make yourself better, whatever situation that you're in.
Second one, okay. All right.
Coach, Patrick has said a few times during the offseason that he wanted to promote the ball deep for the season. And it looked like in the first quarter you guys tried to hit some big plays, but in the second half you tried to revert to get a bit of rhythm. How much did Worthy's injury change those plans?
We normally like to mix and match, but we did take a few more shots today. Completed a few, and we were off on a couple. But that's you keep firing in those situations and work through it.
For sure.
Coach, after this first game of the season, what do you think will be the first thing that you'll have to train better and improve for the next game, besides start faster, as you said?
Sure, we got some penalties that we had, especially in crucial situations as you get ready to go in and potentially score. And so we got to take care of that. I expect more from our guys than that. And then there's some little mistakes here and there that we'll take care of too.
Coach, I know you haven't watched them yet, but could you evaluate the offensive line and what you thought? So.
We did a decent job up until that, the last drive there. I thought there was pressure, Patrick, when we had to throw the football. Just absolutely, you got to bear down. That's it again. A certain frame of mind to do that. It's a good learning experience. Up to that point, though, I thought they really handled it well.
And what you saw from Josh Simmons individually?
Yeah, you know what? I think he did okay. I've got to check the tape out for individual guys.
Coach, we know there are like those road games today, not on the bench pushing out that far. How do you manage to implement that next game for Eagles in the rest of the season?
Sure. Yeah, Pat's always going to get his runs in. That's just how that goes, and we don't plan for those. We've got to do even better in that area. We can do a better job there. So we'll keep working on the run game and make sure we can get our yards per carry up a little bit higher with running backs.
Do a couple more, but second one. Coach,
The Chiefs have played a few international games like XQC, London, Munich, not Brazil. I'd like to ask you what stood out about Brazil, about Sao Paulo, the city, the atmosphere in the stadium, in relation to these other cities where the Chiefs.
Yeah, sure. Now listen, the people were phenomenal. People that we ran into, fans, whether it was at the airport, whether it was today on our travel here and throughout the game. So, and then the people at the hotel, I thought did a great job. So my hat goes off to the Marriott and the folks there for really having a great plan for us.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in here to the Truth Serum. You've just seen the post-game press conferences for Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh. If you enjoyed them, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. Justin Herbert with the game of his career tonight in the NFL. He was absolutely fantastic. And he's why, in Brazil, the LA Chargers defeated Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs by a final score of 27-21. The Chargers start their year off with a victory against their rivals. Kansas City starts the year 0-1. Herbert, arm, legs, everything phenomenal. 25-34, 318 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Had the 19-yard scramble right before the 2-minute warning that iced this victory for the Chargers. This is what Justin Herbert has been in this league. Finally shows it here on the biggest stage. And everybody, if Justin Herbert plays like this the entire year, the LA Chargers have just entered the Super Bowl bubble in the AFC. If Herbert plays like this, look out. And the shock of all of it is Quentin Johnston tonight had a massive night, receiving 5 receptions, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just can't say enough of Herbert and everyone. This is what I've been saying since he was a senior in college at Oregon. I saw one play, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a superstar quarterback. That's exactly what he is. The Chiefs situationally missed 2-point conversion, a missed extra point, some sloppiness here at the end where it could have been a 1-possession game instead of a 2-score game if they were buttoned up. Patrick Mahomes was the leading rusher for Kansas City, in addition to throwing for 258 passing yards and a touchdown. Everybody, this game tonight, Travis Kelce looked like a blast from the past. The agility, the movement. The Chiefs are still going to be a really good football team this year, everybody. They're still going to be a really good football team. What this game shows is the Chargers are pretty good themselves. And then you have to worry about the Denver Broncos in that AFC West division. And the Raiders aren't a slouch either with Geno Smith and Pete Carroll. This division is loaded. Because the Chiefs won tonight, it doesn't mean that they're awful. It doesn't. Chargers are just really good too. And this is going to be a fun division to watch here with Kansas City, the Chargers, Denver, and the Raiders. But we thank you for watching. We will be live for the Steelers and the Jets on Sunday, 1 p.m., as well as covering all the games, post-game press conferences as well. Football is back, and it's week 1.